world. I think, you know, with technology and fantasy, it is just an incredible way to be able to tell stories.
Yeah.
And it's like the fairy tales we always hear, like coming to life. I mean, we're very
Yeah.
lucky to be able to do it.
Yeah, I think, you know, Carnival Row isn't like anything else. And I think the fantasy genre is for certain people, it's a way to get lost in their imagination, and it's a way to access story. And when you can, and explore story, explore human themes, explore issues like we do in this show throughout this whole season, and as we'll go into the second, but give you perspective and an objective way to look at things. I mean, when you know, Marvel is doing these giant, you know, epic tentpole style things, and I think fantasy I think it's probably becoming more and more affordable because of how fast technology has moved forward and stuff. That being said, Amazon certainly spent a very pretty penny, which you see mostly on the screen, I hope, and appreciate. But I think it's the desire I think the audience's desire their appetite is becoming that much greater. And, you know, with the event of social media and everything else, where we're all like on a 15-second like attention span. Wait, oh, that story is interesting. Okay, go on, good. I don't, you know, whatever it may be, the attention span. So I think the directors, I think that producers and studios are all trying to give an audience everything they possibly can. What can we bring next? You know what I mean? Like Game of Thrones was, how can we top this, the greatest TV of our time? You know, and Carnival Row was in production 3 years before the last season of Game of Thrones. It wasn't like, I'm sure probably the Amazon and Legendary people were like, we're gonna get that slot. But that wasn't ever, we're not, you know, that wasn't something that we're trying to do, or, you know, and I think, and we're nothing like Game of Thrones, so it's like, but I think it's just the audience's appetite today is for so much more, so much, it's like bigger and bolder. And within fantasy, you can really you can go into areas that you might not feel comfortable going into. You can talk about things that you might not feel as comfortable talking about, because you are looking at it through the lens of a fantasy. So it's kind of like, okay, well, it's a sort of an indulgent, you sort of indulge in it slightly. And I think that that's part of why, you know, it works. I don't think it's necessarily everybody's tastes, but there's also the sort of detective noir, thriller, drama aspect of it, and the humanity, the very small, you know, it's about doing the big and then the small, and if you can get that right, I think it's a really sweet spot.
Especially with this show, you kind of get, with fantasy especially, you get to look at everything in a bird's eye view a bit more, and I think that's just such a special thing to be able to do. And